Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for our third isometric sketch is our challenging piece. We're going to do an additive and subtractive piece. So this is starting out where we have a 6x6 cube, and we're going to have to erase some lines to add this 2x2 cube up top, and erase some lines to get this cut out of a 2x2 cube in the front. So on this video I will be using pencils because we will have to do some erasing. So here we go, let's get started. So we're going to start with a 6x6 cube. Again, I want to start towards the bottom. It's my starting dot here. And then go count up 6. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, I'm making really dark points so that they show up easier on the screen. There's my line. That's my one height. Width 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do another height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I could do my depth of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get my other width here. And then get my last spot to make it a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so right here we have our 6x6 cube, and I'm not going to do any coloring yet with the pencils because we need to add a 2x2 cube up at the top. So right here I'm going to start at my very back point, and I'm going to go 2 spaces over for my depth, make a real big dot. I'm going to go back to my original spot. I'm going to go 2 over on my width, 1, 2. And then I'm also going to go 2 over on my depth again. So these are the 3 new dots I just made. Okay, 2 of them were on lines that I already had. This one doesn't have a line. I'm going to connect these new spaces. And then I need to erase these lines that were here. So hopefully you didn't write as dark as Mr. Clausen did, but I had to write really dark so it showed up on the screen. And yes, I did just refer to myself in the third person. Sorry. Alright, so now that I'm here, I'm able to give myself from these 3 spots, I could give myself height dots. So I'm going to go up 2 for my height, 1, 2. Go up 1, 2. And then the same spot here. Now you might say, I just erased that dot. You did, and that's okay. I had to redo it because we're changing some views. So now we have our 3 heights. Now we could go back over 2 on our depth. 1, 2. So this is our 2x2 cube that we just added on top. Now at this point I'm just going to do a little shading just on the very top cube so that you could see here's the top, Here's the side of that new cube that I just added. And there's the front of the new 2x2 cube that I added. So I just added a cube to my shape. Now here comes next spot. We're going to go ahead and try to take off the cube. So I'm going to start my initial spot that I had here at my height at the very front. And I'm going to go 2 in each direction for my width and depth. So here's on my depth, 1, 2, big dot, my width, 1, 2, give myself a big dot. And now I could go ahead and go over 1, 2, and I could connect those spots there. And now that I have these 2 new lines, I could erase the original lines that I had. And now I could do some height lines. This time I'm going to be going down instead of going up. So here I am, 1, 2. I could go 1, 2. And I could get my other dot, 1, 2, right in here. So now as I have this, one last spot of my original line was here to here. That I'm erasing. And then here is one of my new spots. I'm going to go back. That original dot is going to be used again. We're doing new lines associated with it. My height right here. So there's my carve. I carved out my 2x2 cube from the front. So here is the front. Right here is the top. Right here is the side. And then I could do the rest of my shading. This is also the side of the main 6x6 cube. Again, this coloring, I know it's not perfect, it's just so it pops on the screen and you can see it a little easier. There's our top here. And then lastly, the rest of our front. Right in here. Alright, so this finishes up our 6x6 cube with our 2x2 cube on the top and our 2x2 cube carved out in the front. Alright, thanks for viewing.